Hi, you guys. I want to talk to you about an obstacle that may not actually be an obstacle to your health. And one of those things is time. Okay, now I am not saying that we aren't all busy. We are. But run with me on this. Have you ever found yourself maybe at your desk typing an email or answering a text or maybe working on a project and you're doing this? Okay? You're doing this because you have to go to the bathroom. Okay, you're an adult and you're basically doing the pee-pee dance. Okay, so have you done that? Okay, I'm embarrassed to say, blink. Yes, I have. Okay, I've done it many times and I've had to basically just stop and say, stop, Lisa, stop the madness. How much time does it actually take for you to go to the bathroom? So I've done it. I've timed myself. I looked at and I clicked a stopwatch and I went, and including washing my hands, I was back at my desk in 53 seconds. Okay. So now granted, that's with my bathroom really close to me. It may be farther away for you if you work in an office or something like that. But still, the reality is I was doing the pee-pee dance for 25 minutes when I could have solved the whole problem in 53 seconds, okay? Same thing goes for sometimes our water bottles. I remember painting one time, and I was painting, and I had an empty water bottle. Dying, I wanted a drink of water, but it was empty. After this wall, I'll go ahead and fill up my water bottle. And then all of a sudden it dawned on me, I was like, hold on a second. Is really the paint going to dry and I'm going to get past the point of no return if I go fill up this water bottle before I'm done with this wall? Why? Why am I creating this barrier that isn't there, right? So I timed myself. I call them stopwatch surprises, okay? So I put the brush down, or the roller down, grab my water bottle, go fill it up, come back, 18 seconds had passed by. But I was going to finish this whole entire wall and probably edge it out so that the paint didn't dry or something. I just love to find out these places where we create false obstacles where the obstacle really isn't there. So, and guess what? So this week, as you're going about your day, anything to do with whether it be your health, it could be putting away laundry at your house. Like the other day, I took off some clothes. I'd only been wearing them for about an hour, so they didn't need to go into the laundry hamper, unlike what a kid might think, right? But they didn't need to go in the laundry hamper. They needed to be hung back up, right? And sometimes I just toss them in the closet. I'll get to that later. I said, stop the madness. Time yourself. How long is it really going to take you to put those clothes back up? Once again, we're talking about like 17 seconds, okay? So this happened over and over again as I started monitoring it this week. I was looking at example after example of things that I was making the obstacle bigger than it needed to be. So that's what I encourage you to do this week. You may not have a stopwatch handy. It's okay if you count in your head. We're not looking for like milliseconds here. But take an assessment of some of those things that you think are getting in your way. When somebody says, I just didn't have time to eat today. Well, if you're listening to this, it means you have tools in your tool belt that mean you technically can eat in 47 seconds if you want to by grabbing a bar. I love that we don't have to do that all the time, and we can talk more and more and more about that. But if it's time to fuel yourself and you haven't done it yet, there's no excuses, right? You have the tools to do it and eat extremely quickly. So I want to find out what your stopwatch surprise is this week. Now, keep in mind, you may time yourself and one of three things will happen. One, you'll realize it didn't take you as long as it needed to, so now you're equipped and you'll probably do that a lot more often. Another one, you might realize it didn't take you as long as you thought it would, but you still find yourself hesitating for a different reason. That's awareness, and we can work with that, right? And then the third one is it might take you exactly as long as you expected it to. It might actually take some time. And so we can either figure out if that's something that we need to speed up a little bit, if it happens to do with meal prep or this, that, and the other. We can work on those obstacles, but many of our obstacles, they go away because they turn out they're not obstacles to our time as much as we think they are. So I am excited. Tell me what your stopwatch surprise is this week, something that you find yourself hesitating on or avoiding or not doing because you think it's going to take you. You just don't have time for it, and you need to stay focused on what it is that you're doing. And just let me know if you find anything that equips you and really makes you free to do the right decision now that you know it doesn't take quite as long as you expected it to. All right, talk to you soon. Hope you have a great week. Bye-bye.